guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to show you guys how I do my propagation. As you guys can see, lots of propagation. This I need to repot into a bigger pot in order for it to continue to grow bigger. And then here I have lots of propagation. I did this one. I recently repotted this one so like I have more space, more room to grow. And then all these are basically propagation. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it, how it works for me, and well, the proof is in what you see, you know. So let me show you guys what I do. So in here I have all my leaves. I just take them and toss them in here, and I would say that 85% of them propagate. So what I do is when I start seeing a lot of plants like this already, I'll pull out the trays and dig through them and pull out all the ones that are ready, and anything that's rotting I get rid of. And also be on the lookout for mealybugs, because this is an easy way also to have mealybugs in my opinion. So just keep an eye out for that. Let me show you what I do after I see them growing like this. So this is what I do. I'll sit down and start looking for plants like this. Whoops, see how that was definitely ready to go. I hope that you guys can really see, because I don't know what, hold on, I'm sorry guys, a lot of moving here. Okay, so here is, this one is definitely ready to go. This tray in the greenhouse gets filtered light, so I'm probably going to remove these little leaves right here. I sometimes don't even do that. I just go ahead and put the whole thing in there. So normally I have a big box, but my boxes are full, so I'm just going to use this little thing here. So obviously, because I want it to grow, I wouldn't fully pack this, because then I'm going to have to just like replant them again. But I put them here until they're a little bit bigger size, and then I replant them again into individual pots where they, you know, look like a full plant. Possibly, I don't know what these are. There's a big mix. I can only know once it's bigger, but for the way that they're growing, it can be what's it called, ghost plant. That's what they look like to me. So yeah, let's put those there like that. The neighbor's talking to the dog. So what I normally also like to do, I like to keep whatever plants look similar together, but for the purpose of this video, just because I'm going to show them, I want to show you what they all look like, you know, differently growing. I'm just going to show you. Hold on one second, my neighbor wanted to talk to me. So which one was I showing you guys? I dropped it. Okay, it's this one right here. This one right here, it looks ready, but there is no roots. Oh, I do see. No, I do see a little bit of root right here. There's a little root in there, but I don't know. It looks like it's growing a little weird to me. That's just my opinion. Oh, it could be because it's a double head. It is a double head. Here's a head and here's a head. So it could be just that. But sometimes keep a lookout. If you see something, if it's growing weird, it could be that there's a mealy. So I removed it, and there was more growing there, but it just came out. And there is, I see a little tiny root. So I don't know, I'll just take it and place it like that. If it grows, it grows. And then here's another one. This is an Echeveria. I think it's the brown latte. I'm not sure. So you have to be careful when you're removing them. If you want, you don't need to remove the plant from the leaf. You can go ahead and cut it right here and plant it like that, and nothing bad will happen to it. But yeah, if you're afraid of accidentally removing the leaves, I would just cut it like this. Let me show you. As close as you can. Like that. But it has a lot of roots. Look at those roots. But they're going in all kinds of directions. So sometimes I try to kind of, you know, guide it down a little bit. See if you guys can see that. I'm trying to focus. There you go. See all those roots? I try to like gently, very gently, kind of, you know, gather them in a way where they'll be touching the soil. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so that's that right there. I would put this in a place where it gets super, like no afternoon sun. You just want morning sun. Morning sun. Preferably to 11. There's a lot of wind, guys. Lots of wind. And some of these will make it and some of them won't. But the majority will. So don't worry. Look at this plant. I believe this is a Sorrento. Sansevieria, I think Sorrento. I think I can take this out without, with still getting the root. So I grab it here as close as I can. And I'm going to twist like this. I'm just moving. And there it is. Look, I got all the root. I hope that you guys were able to see that. This focuses on whatever it wants. I'm not sure. So I'll just put it there. Let's see. There's a bunch in here that are ready. Look, you'll find them just like this. See? And don't worry, if they look a little wonky, they'll, you know, eventually look like what they're supposed to look like. Just plant it and leave it alone. It will do what it needs to do. There's another one, and there's going to be a bunch. So obviously I'm not going to do all of them on the video because I'll be here forever. That just came right off. And if you want, you can pack this in a bowl, but make sure that you are watching it once it looks pretty grown and that it needs more room to grow. You just go ahead and repot it, and you know, or start putting them in individual small pots of their own. Here's another one. There's all kinds in here, so I'm always just tossing them in there. See, this can go more time. And the only reason I let it go longer is only because for space purposes, I don't have a lot of room. So I'd rather get the ones that are really ready. They're ready. Like this one. Look at all these roots. And then also, if you want to trim the roots, you can. This is a bunch of roots. Some of them are already dry because they were, you know, exposed. See? You can trim it like that. And it'll still do just fine. Lots of wind, guys. Okay. Let me look for other ones. They look. There we go. And then lots of roots everywhere. It's just too hard to, I mean, you can try to plant this. This is a lot of roots. Let's see. Guys, I am not enjoying the new Miracle Grow soil. It does have tons and tons of wood chips in it, wood material. So it makes it very hard if you're propagating like this, because it's just, you know, in the way, so it's hard. Also, in your tray you should inspect and look, take the leaves that are dried out. You don't want to leave those there. You know, they can attract pests. So let me see. Let's focus on this. Let's see if I can focus on this. Okay, there it is. There it is. I want to make sure that what I'm seeing is not a little bug in there. So I'm gonna have to use my eyes, guys. I gotta remove the. There, I see a little white stuff here. Let's see. That is a millie. Yep. That was a millie. So one was already dead though. They're pretty easy to kill. You can see them all in this little tiny plant. So I just go ahead and squish them and I remove it. I'm already so used to them that I even do it with my hands. There you go. I got them all. They're all squished. And there you go. So yeah, I just look for the dead leaves too. Let's see, things that look like that you want to take out. You don't want that in your tray. And then also inspect the plant. Inspect the roots. Lots of dry roots. I'm gonna remove that. Okay, I think that's it for this tray, and then I will update you guys as it grows, and then we'll be able to see the growth. I still have a lot of plants here to look through and pot, so yeah, that's what I gotta do. I'll do that. Now I want to show you another way that I propagate that's very successful as well. Let me go show you guys. You can see this plant is sturdy in there, already grown, it's taller. I have a video on this, and I recently shared it again with you guys to show you the update. But I just want to show you this another way, hold on, that I propagate. I'll take a cutting, especially if it's the same plant and it has a lot, and put it all in dry soil, place it in my greenhouse into roots. Once it roots, I bring it out and just let it grow. You know, obviously my succulents, the majority of them here are always under, they get morning sunlight and they also get afternoon filtered light. Yes, some succulents can do well in the afternoon, but not all. So because I have a mix of plants in here, I do have a shade cloth so that I don't have to worry. But I just want to show you how pretty that one looks. It's very pretty. Let me show you in the sun. It's actually getting a little bit of shade right now. Here it is. Look at it. This one does well in the sun. I've had it in the sun before. Very pretty. So now let me show you the original planter. So the original planter is here. I was tempted when I first trimmed it to toss it, but then I told myself, because I know that they grow well, so you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to place it in my greenhouse, let it callus over for a week, and then put it out here and let nature take its course. And it did. Look at all my plants that are producing. I can easily, so they've already doubled. They've doubled. See, because where there was one head, now there's two heads, most of them. And then you can easily now, once they get a little bit bigger, trim them again, put them in my greenhouse into dry soil, let them root, and then bring them out, and they will do just fine. So I might do that, and I want to see if it'll grow again. Like if I cut under my original cut, if it's going to produce more plants. And that's a really good way to put, multiply your plants. Here's another one I beheaded, and it's already has, I see 3 little heads coming out. So same thing, I left it in my greenhouse to callus over because I do not want water going into the fresh cut. It will rot the plant. So let me show you what I do with some of my other plants that I don't pot right away. Another thing that I do, obviously we get filtered light in here, bright filtered light, and I beheaded these. I did not place them in soil. Sometimes I want to do this as well, just to put it in there upright, facing upright, because if I lay it on its side, if I take this plant, any of these plants, and lay them on the side, you know what's going to happen? The head of the plant is going to start curving, aiming towards the light, and when that happens, you're going to have a curved plant. So all these are ready. Look at those roots, they're ready to be potted into an arrangement. I know this one, it's not because I did it the other day, but most of these are ready to go. You can make an arrangement with them. So here we go. See, that is just that white stuff that you see right there is root hormone. So I don't know if it like made a difference or not. I really can't tell. Not yet. Here is, so you see this plant here? This is the original plant. This one is the one that belonged here, and I placed it over there. And see, here are these. I also trimmed these off of the other plant over there. I do sometimes, I won't move my plant because it's too big, right? Or I just can't. So let me show you. So this one here, look at this one. This one's ready to go. Look at those beautiful roots. And it's upright. This one would have definitely curved on me looking for the light kalanchoys. Even if they don't have root, if your plant is laying flat, it'll turn. Let me show you where I took this cut from. So I took this cut from here, but I knew that it wasn't going to rain for at least a good while. And look, I already have new growth there. The only reason I trimmed it was because it was leaning over. It's just too top heavy. So I went ahead and trimmed it. But I really like this arrangement. I try to leave it alone and not disturb it. It's so pretty. But yeah, look at those pretty lines. The pink is so pretty. Anyways, guys, I hope that this helps you. Many of you tell me that you're having a hard time propagating. I don't know why. Like I said, I even throw leaves on the ground, on the floor. Let's see if I can find some, because I do that. Here I have a spot. Like it's bright light. Oh, here we go. I threw these here. Look at them. Look at them growing. I threw them there. It's a little bit aviolated, only because my hammock was over here and the wind pushed it over, covering them from sun, but I removed it, so it should grow. But here's another example. Look. See that? I threw those leaves there. Look at that. I just toss them anywhere and they'll grow. And then I collect them. Here's another one. See? So I don't know why you're having a hard time propagating them. I'm thinking possibly maybe the cut. Are you not making it clean? Are you not removing it cleanly off the plant? So yeah, just be very gentle when you're removing a leaf off the plant. I'm not encouraged to do that right now with these plants because it is raining, so I don't want to have a cut. I feel like it is a wound. When I remove a leaf from the plant, there is a wound in there, so water can possibly go in there. So when I am going to propagate a leaf, I make sure that it's not going to be raining for the next couple days, just to let that little area where I removed the leaf from heal. Anyways, guys, so I hope that this video was very helpful to you guys. I want you to grow and multiply your plants like I have been doing. Look at them. Look at all these right here. This is what I normally do. I normally have a big one of these and I start placing them in there and just watch them grow. And then when they get bigger, I place them into individual pots. So I hope this video was very helpful to you. Helicopter. Let the helicopter go by. I hope this video was very helpful to you guys, and I wish you guys the best in propagating your plants. Have a blessed day, guys. Bye.